This is what I eat in a day to stay absolutely shredded.
If you're a beginner in the gym, I'm going to run you through exactly how I'm doing
chest day.
If you guys aren't doing this on a first date,
Here's some dating advice from a retired fuckboy.
Best thing I did.
One thing I wish I knew.
I became a millionaire by 26.
3 things that you guys should be doing
financial.
When I say women deserve less,
Your body likes you.
And when you're starved, they like to do it. You can do anything, whatever you want. Yeah, but
26 minutes. Researchers set up blank accounts on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, posing as teenage boys. Some interested in gym content and sports, some actively seeking out manosphere material, one with no preferences at all. On YouTube Shorts, over 60% of all recommended content was classified as toxic, even for the accounts that had only ever looked at gym videos. It didn't much matter what they were searching for. Every single account was served manosphere content within 26 minutes. In the United States, the story starts in the 1970s. The women's liberation movement was gaining ground, in workplaces, in law, in culture. Alongside it was a countercurrent. Men, mostly on college campuses, who experienced that progress as displacement. Through the 1990s and 2000s, forums and message boards became the gathering point. Spaces where that resentment could be named, refined, and passed between strangers who recognized something in each other. And then, in 2014, a transformation. Gamergate was a harassment campaign targeting women in the gaming industry. It demonstrated exactly what this energy looked like when it had a platform and a common enemy. After that, the communities multiplied and named themselves. Men's rights activists, who framed male grievance as a civil rights issue. Men going their own way, who concluded that women weren't worth the trouble at all. Pickup artists who turned seduction into a system of manipulation. And more recently, looksmaxers, men pursuing physical and surgical optimization with the conviction that appearance is the only currency that matters. What holds all of them together is a single idea, borrowed from a 1999 science fiction film.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
The red pill. In the manosphere, it means waking up to a specific truth, that feminism is not progress, but a war on men. Andrew Tate is the manosphere's most recognizable figure, and arguably, its blueprint.
Because women can't fucking drive. I told you. I fucking told you. Girls can't drive. Women can't drive. Girls can't drive. How are women allowed to drive? I don't give a shit about having sex with these women. I fuck them so they listen to me. So I can get what I actually want. It's a means to an end.
A former kickboxing world champion, he had been building a following across social media for years. Videos blending luxury aesthetics with explicit anti-feminist commentary were engineered to go viral. At his peak, hundreds of thousands on YouTube, 4.5 million on Instagram, 11 million followers on X. Then came the bans. They turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to him. Because every platform that removed him handed him the evidence his entire worldview required. The powerful institutions suppress men who tell the truth. What Tate established was a template, provocative content designed to go viral, a funnel from free social media to paid community, and a transnational reach built without any formal organizational structure. Myron Gaines, host of the Fresh and Fit podcast, illustrates how the manosphere has moved into a fractured media landscape.
Feminism basically has kind of fucked y'all up because most women now can't find a good guy. You go back to the 1950s, prior to feminism, a man was able to support a woman and a household off one salary from working at a factory. But now, thanks to feminism, we've doubled the workforce, the dollar is down, the economy isn't as strong, so there really has come no good from women entering the workforce.
Trust in mainstream media has collapsed, and into that gap, Fresh and Fit has built a significant audience with a debate-style YouTube show that positions itself as the honest conversation legacy media won't have. The format is long-form, the kind of content that feels substantive. It draws on pseudoscience to make its case.
they'll sit there and say, I want egalitarianism, I'm equal. Okay, sure, but you're smaller, shorter, not as intelligent, weaker. But anyway, anyone else have a disagreement on why women deserve less?
Harrison Sullivan is a British fitness influencer on the surface.
Banged out the 30s, just on one set of 40 for 10. Now that's your second set. How you feeling, bro? Tell him.
I'm brilliant, man. I feel good, but
His entry point was aesthetics more than ideology. Workout videos, dating tips, the aspirational content that fills every corner of social media.
All right, boys, I'm going to give you a quick life lesson on women.
Then, gradually, the content shifted. Street confrontations, provocative interactions with women, the kind of material engineered to stop a scroll. His social media presence funnels followers toward a Telegram channel of over 500,000.
So it's come to this. The Matrix has officially declared war on me. Why? Because I refuse to play by their rules.
Sullivan's trajectory, from fitness to provocation to ideology to monetization, exemplifies the manosphere pipeline. Braden Peters is 20 years old. Online, he goes by Clavicular.
You could overcome a lot of disparities by becoming rich, by becoming famous, or whatever type of success. But if you're not physically attractive, then you won't be able to really have lasting relationships with women. You won't really gain a lot of respect from people around you. And you're treated differently right off the bat.
He posts about gym routines, jaw exercises, and surgeries. He's the public face of looks maxing. He began injecting testosterone at 14. He has claimed to use crystal meth to stay lean. He reportedly hit his own face with a hammer, attempting to reshape his cheekbones. He doesn't talk about politics, doesn't talk about feminism, just self-improvement.
You need to be focusing on things that directly improve your day-to-day life. Money, looks, status, these things are all going to help your life directly, much more than politics ever fucking will.
That neutrality is the point. Andrew Tate has endorsed him, Nick Fuentes too. The relationship is symbiotic. Clavicular gains fame and reach, the manosphere gains a cultural entry point. Boys who aren't looking for a movement find him first. The movement finds them later. Manosphere influencers thrive on large and active audiences. They create the energy, they mobilize the crowd, and they guide it. The infrastructure runs across platforms. Reddit incubates the language, YouTube legitimizes it through long-form debate, Instagram and TikTok aestheticize it for younger audiences, and Telegram hosts the communities that have moved beyond the reach of moderation entirely. Young men have watched their economic prospects narrow for decades. Social connection has moved online in ways that left a lot of people more isolated, not less. Progressive politics focused on addressing structural inequality for race, class, and gender. But many men experience this not as progress, but as a threat to their position. Into that space, the manosphere arose. It recognized very real concerns, but redirected that energy into framing men as the victims of progress. It told them they hadn't failed. Women had taken what was theirs. In 2024, Donald Trump made his way through what journalists started calling the broadcaster ecosystem. Podcasts and YouTube channels built for and by young men, largely ignored by mainstream politics because they didn't look like politics. They looked like entertainment. But they had spent years building exactly the audience Trump needed. What started as online grievance became electoral energy, and electoral energy became policy. Harassment protections were rolled back. Gender equity frameworks were dismantled. Roe v. Wade was overturned. There is a generation of young men whose real anxieties were found online, amplified by algorithms and shaped into anger. Platforms built for engagement found that grievance kept people watching. Influencers found that anger was a business model, and politicians found new voters. But the most powerful thing the manosphere did was change the culture. It changed what felt normal. And that is how a movement that never wrote a single policy ended up changing everything.